crack at it here. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that...
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Finds the tight end. The Cougars pick up the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Still running at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rides to back and leaves it. Fights off a defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Washington State!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So James Madison's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Showing the arm strength to the left. picked off. That's number 15 on the year. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Wazoo! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab on the left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Dukes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The Dukes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it to him on the screen. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Dukes are flying down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is trying to get it in. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Touchdown, James Madison! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down to the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it on the right. And they were looking looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Not much feels better to an offense than to get some breathing room with an explosive play like that. Now 1st and 10 from the 39. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellison. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw for it. Setting up the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They are up by 7 over Nebraska. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Barnett. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's got the back in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Dukes getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Leaves it with the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dukes will go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They go to the counter. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll try the run. Sweet cut there. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Makes the grab on the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Barnett. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautiful.
And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Dukes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hides us back in the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
Scanning the field, it's Barnett. He's got it on the run. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. They'll run it. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dukes.
That was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. Let's see what he can do with the return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep...
Delay of game.
Considering they did have success in the first half.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. The give from the gun. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Now the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Dukes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Barnett. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize on it.
He's got another 25. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Dukes headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Wants to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Meredith. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using the quick game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Caught by the receiver. Picks up 7. And that's good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run this quarterback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
42. 2nd down coming up.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. They get to him as he throws. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Dukes want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. He fires one deep down the right side. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Oh, it's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. The give on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense in press coverage. Caught in the backfield, it's Ellison. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
Here we go. Set. Ready to go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Got it in the middle, it's Sanchez. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
And the Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. The Dukes are on the move. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Ellis. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. That one comes out hot down the right side. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown, Dukes. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Finds a man by himself. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Meredith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run play action. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10, and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, James Madison. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back with it.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Ellison. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the back. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They think there's room to run to the right here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Dukes are in the red zone. Might as well give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Just drives in between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Meredith. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Baker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The give to the tailback. Quick spin on the run. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Cougar! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. To throw, it's Barnett. Moves around to clear up the vision. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Duke. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Off the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Powers through the defender.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And the offense just going to spike it here.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Rushes on him. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Base 27, John. Base 27, John.
Power ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with the W.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.